Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and I have been eating a carnivore diet for 6 years now. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through a very typical day of eating. And because one of the most common questions I get is how do you afford to eat this way? At the very end, I'm gonna break down the price of everything that I ate and show you my total and show you that it's actually really affordable. I typically eat 2 meals a day, and whether that's breakfast and lunch or lunch and dinner really just depends on my activity level. So this morning, I try about twice a week if I'm not traveling, because I do travel a lot for my job, to go to the gym twice a week and take a workout class for an hour. It's the 5:30 class, and then I sit in the sauna afterwards. And when I work out on those days, I am hungry. I come home, I need protein. And so the days that I don't work out, I easily fast until lunch and I'll eat lunch and dinner. But days like today, I come home from the gym, I'm getting ready to go to my office and start my job where I work from home, and I am starving. So I am going to make myself 4 eggs, and then I'm gonna mix in a 1/4 cup of bacon crumbles and a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese. And we're gonna even add the tablespoon of butter that I'm gonna use to cook it in. I'm going to take my bacon crumbles. These are already cooked, but I'm gonna just throw them in the skillet so then they can start getting a little crispier, and then I can cook my eggs in some of that bacon grease. And while I'm cracking my eggs, I wanna let you know that this video is sponsored by Element, which is the electrolyte drink mix that I use every morning. So this morning, I just threw one in my water bottle and shook it up and went to the gym. I use the unflavored version, which is just sodium, magnesium, and potassium. I don't want any sweeteners, and it's just like as I'm exercising and then I sat in the sauna and I'm sweating, I just want something that's gonna help keep me hydrated, because my body doesn't hold on to that water weight in the same way that it does when you're having carbs. So we need something when we're doing low carb or keto just to help keep us hydrated. The rest of my family loves the sweetened versions, and I did a poll with you guys recently where I talked about the flavored versions are really popular, which is watermelon and citrus. Grapefruit is a really popular one, and then my kids do the chocolate as like warm as a hot chocolate. And since we're talking budget-friendly video, go to the Element website and they have all of their formulas on their website, so then you can make your own at home on a budget. But Element has a deal for all my subscribers where you can get a free sample pack with your purchase, and you can go to drinkelement.com/Laura Spath, and they're gonna send you that. You can try all their flavors. They have a 100% money-back guarantee, so you can see which one you like best. So thank you to Element for sponsoring this video. There we go, my bacon is getting nice and crispy, and so it doesn't burn, I'm actually just gonna pull it out. And we're gonna add a tablespoon of butter along with some of that bacon grease, just give me a little extra fat. And then I'm gonna throw in my scrambled eggs. Once the eggs are almost done, I'm gonna turn the heat off, add back in my cheese, and we're gonna mix back in my bacon. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna add a little salt. I always wait and salt it at the very end just so I can have like that fresh, salty taste at the end, and I'm using some Redmond real salt for that. And I have a huge plate of bacon and eggs, and this is gonna keep me full for a very long time. I probably eat this meal at least 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, let me ask you a question. If you are trying to eat on a budget, when is the last time you had chicken legs? Because my guess is it's probably been too long. For lunch today, we are gonna do chicken legs and steak. Yes, steak on a budget. I got some top sirloin steaks on sale, which these are probably cheaper. You're likely gonna be able to find them when they're on sale for under $5 a pound from the grocery store. And so I'm gonna have this one right here, which is about 10 ounces. And then I will probably eat 3 of these chicken legs. We have been on a big time chicken leg lately. My husband's eating like 4 or 5 every day with his one big meal. And they're so simple. I have a new air fryer, which I absolutely love. And so all I'm gonna do is season these with some Redmond seasoned salt, throw them in the air fryer at 390, and they're gonna take about 25 minutes. But as you know, I'm going to check the internal meat thermometer to make sure that they're done. They're gonna be skin crispy, juicy on the inside. It's gonna be a perfect complement to our steak. The steaks I'm seasoning our normal way, which is just with adobo and smoked paprika. And then with top sirloin, since it is not going to be as naturally tender as something like a ribeye, you just have to be careful not to overcook it. And then you're gonna wanna let it rest after it comes off the heat so that it can reabsorb all those juices. We don't wanna cut it prematurely, have it release all those juices, and then it's gonna taste a little bit tougher and drier. But I got all kinds of videos on this channel about tips for cooking meat properly, so go check those out. My new air fryer is huge. It is a Ninja double bucket, and the two buckets are completely separate, which is exactly what I wanted, because now I can just do one little meal of chicken or pork nuggets or hot dogs or something for the kids and not have to get the whole thing dirty. Or on situations like today, I can just load both of these baskets up with the chicken legs and they're gonna cook. And it's the easiest air fryer to clean. I don't know why I've avoided going back to the bucket style for so long. It is the easiest to clean. Look, I tried all the stainless because that's what everybody says is better. Those are impossible to clean. So I know some people are worried about the nonstick. You could use a liner, but I am gonna take very good care of it and make sure it doesn't chip. And if it does start chipping, I would use a liner. But I've heard very good reviews. Obviously you have to do what you're comfortable with. I'm in love. So I've taken back like 3 of them before now, and I've been trying to get you guys to not buy one yet. If you're looking for a new, good, giant, quality air fryer, this is it. I did not even preheat that. They're just seasoned, threw them right in there, and we are gonna get started. There it goes. It says 30, but I'll be checking it starting at 20 minutes. If the chicken legs were my only meal, I could just go back to work for a while, but in the meantime, we are going to season and cook these steaks on the grill. One of the great things about chicken legs is that you can eat them every single day with a variety of spices and seasonings, whatever you tolerate best, and they would taste totally different, especially when you're pairing them with something different. I love having 2 meats at the same time. It gives me a lot of variety mentally, it's exciting, and this is also how we balance the budget. Since my top sirloin is a little leaner, I am going to put about a tablespoon of butter on top as well, and then I will sprinkle a little extra coarse salt on top. Look at that, perfectly medium rare. Chris did great. And our chicken legs, look at that. Juice is dripping, and that skin is nice and crispy. And that's it. That's all I ate today. I ate so much for breakfast and lunch that I do not need to eat dinner, nor am I even remotely hungry enough for dinner. If you can't eat as much as I did at lunch or at breakfast, you might need to eat 3 meals. But that's not gonna change your budget. My husband ate double what I ate for lunch, and that's his only meal for the day. But you could take what I ate and spread it out over 3 meals, and your budget's gonna be the same. You just might need to spread it out a little more depending on how much you can eat at once. My main goal with how much to eat in a day is to hit over 120 grams of protein a day. Today I blew that out of the water and I was at like 191 grams of protein. So not under eating protein should be your biggest priority, but that protein doesn't have to be expensive. Let's break down the cost of everything that I ate. For breakfast, I had 4 eggs, and those are currently on sale in my area for $2.99 for an 18 pack, which means for my 4 eggs, that was 68 cents. I used a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese, which at my local grocery store is $1.67 for that 8-ounce package, which means I had 21 cents worth of cheese. My bacon crumbles I get in a big bag from Sam's Club for $8.99 for the bag. I had a 1/4 cup, which was 90 cents for my bacon. And then my 1 tablespoon of butter at $3.99 per pound for butter ended up being 12 cents. So that brings my total for breakfast to $1.91. For lunch, I had top sirloin steak and I had 10 ounces of steak. Well, top sirloin is on sale in my area for $4.97 a pound this week, which means that my 10 ounces of steak was $3.10. Next up, my chicken legs, which at the same store are on sale for $1.79 per pound. I actually ate about a pound of chicken legs, so we're gonna round that to $1.79. And don't forget another 12 cents for my tablespoon of butter. That brings my total for lunch to $5.01, which brings my total for the whole day to $6.92. I understand that those prices may not be the same in your area or every week, depending on the different sales that you might have and the region that you live in. But those things are going to be some of the cheapest things that you can find. And if you're being strategic and if you're shopping in sales and you're being really careful about what you're buying, you absolutely can eat this way on a budget. And most importantly, when I'm looking at my budget day to day, let's talk about what was not included. I drink water all day. I didn't have any snacks. I wasn't eating sweets and keto foods and replacement foods. The cost of those things adds up very quickly. And for my previous life, I was eating a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream every single night before I went to bed. That was $5 a day just in ice cream previously. So think about all of those things that you're cutting out that you would normally have. The bags of chips and all of the salads and the veggies that go rotten and the fruit that spoils and you throw out. It's not only about what are you including, but it's also about what are you not including. I'm not buying ibuprofen. I'm not buying allergy medication. I'm not buying prescription medications. I save so much money just by being healthier. I'm not spending as much money now on doctors and specialists and prescriptions and creams. And let's talk about the amount of money I spent on just suppositories alone previously. Now I get to take those savings and I get to invest it in some fancier meat occasionally and a gym membership. And I love to go tanning, and that helps to give me happiness and be healthy. So I invest in those things. That switch doesn't happen overnight, but you can eat this way in any budget. And then over time, as you get healthier, the savings will compound. Please don't let price and budget hold you back from living your best life. I hope this video was helpful. I'm getting ready to jump on and do a live stream for my locals community, for all my supporters. So if you want to come check us out, ask me more questions and hang out, you can come check us out at lauraeastbath.locals.com. Make sure you subscribe.